Nobody tells you this part. They show you the inspirational story, the comeback, the look what I can do moment. But nobody sits down and says, dating from a wheelchair? That is a different kind of battlefield. And I am going to be real with you today, because somebody needs to be. I have been there. I have lived it. And if you are in this chair too, or you love someone who is, what I am about to say is going to hit different. Let's start with the basics, because the world was not built for this. Dating apps were designed for people who can just show up, walk into a restaurant, hop in the car, split the check and walk out. When you are rolling, every single one of those steps has a question mark attached to it. Is the entrance accessible? Is there a step at the door? Will the table be too high? Will they be uncomfortable? Will I be? And before any of that, before you even get to the date, there is the profile. Do you show the chair? Do you lead with it? Do you wait and let them figure it out on their own? There is no right answer. But every choice comes with a cost. My first relationship, my first real, genuine connection, was with a woman named Mandy. She lived in a small apartment in North Carolina. She had MS, multiple sclerosis, and had no real use of her left hand or arm. But you would never know it by the way she carried herself. She moved through the world with a quiet confidence that most people spend their whole lives trying to find. When I visited her, something just felt different from anything I had experienced before. She was not looking at me like a project. She was not trying to save me or earn points for being with a guy in the wheelchair. She was just there, present, real. When you both know what it feels like to have a body that does not always cooperate, when you have both had to fight for things other people take for granted, there is a level of honesty that comes naturally between you. No performance, no pretending. Mandy is still one of the most special people in my life. We are close friends to this day. And that relationship taught me something I still carry. That real connection does not require perfect bodies. It requires real people. Not every relationship comes from that kind of mutual understanding. My second serious relationship was with a woman named Diana. She also had MS, but her case was completely different. She was fully functional, active, living what looked from the outside like a full life. She had 2 kids. We built something together. Or at least I thought we did. For 5 years I was invested. 5 years of showing up, of making it work, of building what I believed was a real future. And then I found out she had been on multiple dating sites the entire time we were together. Not a slip, not a single mistake, a pattern. 5 years, and I was one option on a list she was quietly keeping open. I said goodbye and never looked back. But I want to be honest about what that does to a person. It does not just hurt, it reshapes how you see yourself. When you are already navigating a world that sometimes treats you as a lesser option, and then the person who was supposed to choose you every single day was not really choosing you at all, that lands differently. It makes you question things, not just her, yourself. And that is the part nobody warns you about. Here is the honest truth that I think a lot of wheelchair users carry but rarely say out loud. There are days when you wonder if you are enough, not because someone told you that you are not, but because the world has a way of making you feel like an exception, and not always in a good way. Dating in this chair means constantly running this mental calculation. Is this person genuinely interested in me, or are they just curious? Are they attracted to me, or are they doing something they will frame as brave later? Are they going to stay when the hard days come, or are they going to realize at some point that they did not actually sign up for this life? And the cruelest part is that you cannot always know the answer until you are already invested, until you have already let someone in, until the walls are down and the vulnerability is real. That is not unique to disability. But disability turns the volume up on all of it, every single time. People who have not lived this make a lot of assumptions. They assume disabled people should just be grateful for whoever shows up. They assume a wheelchair means lowered standards, lower for you, and somehow lower for them too. They assume intimacy is off the table, or awkward, or comes with some kind of required explanation. None of that is true. What is true is that accessibility matters, not just in buildings, but in people. Can this person handle the reality of my life without flinching? Can they show up to an accessible restaurant without making it into a whole thing? Can they be my partner without turning me into their cause? Those are not small things. Those are the entire foundation. And if someone cannot get past the chair to see the person sitting in it, they were never really in it to begin with. I will be honest with you, in a way I do not think gets said enough in this space. There are moments when I wonder if I will find my person. Not because I do not deserve one, not because I am not worth loving, but because the circumstances are real. The logistics of this life are real. And finding someone who sees past all of it, who does not just tolerate the chair, but genuinely does not care about it because they are too busy caring about me, that is a specific kind of person, and they are not always easy to find. That is not me giving up. That is me being straight with you. I have had connection. I have had something close to love. I have been hurt in ways that took time to work through, and I have kept going. That is not an inspirational story. That is just a life. And I think that is worth saying out loud. Here is what years of living this has actually taught me. The right person will not make you explain yourself. They will not need a full breakdown of what your daily life looks like before they decide if they are interested. They will be curious. They will ask good questions because they want to know, not because they are running some kind of checklist. They will show up, not to prove something to the world, not to feel good about themselves, because they want to. The wrong person will make you feel like a project, like an accomplishment, like a story they get to tell at dinner parties. Learn the difference early. And do not shrink yourself to fit what someone else is comfortable with. Your life has value. Your love has value. The chair does not change that, not 1 inch. If you are in this chair and you are navigating the dating world, I see you. It is harder than people know. It is more complicated than the inspirational posts make it look, and it is also possible in ways that people on the outside do not always expect. Do not let anyone tell you that love is not for you. Do not let one bad experience write the whole story. And do not let this world's failure to build itself right make you feel like you are the problem. You are not the problem. Drop a comment below. I want to hear your experience, whether it is good, bad, or somewhere in between. This channel exists for exactly this. Real talk, real life. Rolling through it together. I will see you in the next one.